Hello everyone, welcome back to the Slow Lane. My name is Indo. Today, I'm going to show you how I make infused gummies. When I make gummies, I want medicinal impact. I'm looking for wellness, basically. I want to feel relaxed. I don't want anxiety. I want to get rid of some pain and still be able to focus. And I want to be a better me and get through the rest of my day, basically. So I use a mixed ratio approach. I do 1 to 1 to 1 to 1, THC, CBG, CBDa, and CBD. The CBD and CBDA help minimize the anxiety and the more harsher impacts of THC and help me to just get the pain benefits from it, the pain reduction. And then it also helps with relaxation and inflammation over the long term. CBG brings in a lot of focus and really is the main key, in my opinion, to any medicinal FECO application, whether it be gummies or whatever. So that's how I make my gummies. I'm going to use a really simple recipe this time. It's not even a recipe, actually. I'm just going to use a premix from Levo. I picked grape soda. I'll put the link in the description below to show you how I make it, and show you all the tools that I use to make it. It's pretty simple. But I guess I'll go ahead and get to it already. Hell, I don't know what's taking me so long. Thanks for your patience. Let's go. All right, we've got the induction burner out with a double boiler, and we have our isolates and a scale, and we have some MCT oil. We also have some FECO and a dab tool. I think that's it for now. I'll list everything off as we go. There's links in the description. So the first thing I'm going to do is pull out this CBG. Normally I get isolate. This happens to be distillate. Isolate is more pure, basically. And that way you don't have to worry about there being a little bit of THC in there. So we're going to do 1.3 grams for this recipe. We're going to go ahead and do that real quick.
So let's celebrate every leaf and every root in this garden of life that we salute. To care and to nurture day by day in my special little garden.
And there we go. So before I did this recipe, I did the math, and you should have about 64 gummies from this premix recipe that I use. So 1.3 grams will give about 20 grams per gummy. We did that with the CBG first. Now we're going to do the CBDA. I'm going to go ahead and tear the scale out and then go ahead and pour some more out. While we do this, we have the induction burner set to 200 and a double boiler warming up. The idea here is that you need some sort of a fat to combine all the isolates together. So I will end up getting a little bit of MCT oil out, and we'll mix them up under just a little bit of heat in the double boiler. All right, here's for the last isolate. We have CBD. CBD and CBDA are both really good for just inflammation in general, long term, for pain, for soreness, for relaxation, anti-anxiety. CBD has a lot of good effects. I like to equate it to taking vitamins, so I try and just take my vitamins every day. All right, we're going to use some coconut MCT oil as the base again. I don't know if it's just me, but that 5 milliliter vial looks like a lot more than what can fit in a tablespoon. But evidently 15 milliliters is a tablespoon, so just so you know, we started off with 5. We end up using almost 15 milliliters, almost 1 tablespoon with this. The Levo premix that we use says you can use up to 4 tablespoons of oil to infuse your gummies. So we're using about 25% of our allotted oil. So it shouldn't make too much of an impact on the consistency.
Organic matter is in my bed. It's alive and green and thin is dead. Organic matter turns into poop gold. Stinky living soil, let the story be told. It breaks down on the ground. My life all around.
All right, so we need to get all the clumps out. And to do that, we need to put a little bit of heat on it. So that's what we have on a gentle heat here with the double boiler. And this is the AC Infinity infrared gun. It's meant so you can use it on your leaves and get a leaf offset temp. So if it's 84 in your tent and you put the gun on your leaf and it's really 90 degrees, then you can use that to more accurately create a VPD value in your tent. But I just use it in the kitchen. It works really great in the kitchen. So get one.
Worms weave to the earth, it's a rebirth. Breaking down organic dirt.
All right, we're gonna go ahead and mix this up. So I'm gonna go ahead and speed this up for a minute and play a little bit of tunes, and then we'll be right back.
Turn to you must live in soil. You wish that you were breaking down the ways, the circles complete, feeding the roots and the life that they meet. The microbes dance, the burritos raise. My creative place, put my head in space. Beneficial insects, they join the fray. In the slow lane, we here to stay. In the air, the slow lane, got the plants alive. We got root wine and the cutest stuff. Living so stay. We are growing big trees in my garden. Is this a harmony? Worms weave to the earth.
All right, now that the isolate blend is almost fully mixed into a liquid, I'm gonna go ahead and add the FECO. I do make my own FECO at home. If you'd like to watch me do that, there's also a link in the description below. Anytime I add FECO or use isolate to make an edible, the first thing I do is blend it in with a fatty oil. Not only does that help distribute the substance equally across the edible, but it also actually helps with absorption. So that's always the first step. I should have taken this off of heat right before I added the FECO, probably for best practice, but ultimately the goal is to keep that mixture below 125 degrees or so. I managed to hit just over 140 in this run, but that's not the worst thing in the world. Here is the Levo gummy mix that I used, the grape soda. First thing it calls for is 6 tablespoons of water. I'm a bit sloppy with mine, so I just kind of add 7 to compensate. And onto the induction burner. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and grab the gummy mix over here and pour it into the pan. The key here is to mix, and mix. I want it to be evenly mixed in there and slowly bring it to a boil. And I just want to make sure that the sugar dissolves.
We built a home, just me on cam, but I feel that crowd when the ponies show up. It's loud. Got my nerves on 10, but I speak.
All right, I'm gonna go ahead and speed it up for just a minute, and we'll be back in just a moment.
When my soil didn't have no flood, firm game strong, name is Endo. Take it, move slow lane, slow mo. Worm game strong, name is Endo. Dolly on the disco, you didn't know. Slow lane, full send. Me and the team letting microbes in. Always on friend. Slow lane, slow. Worm game strong, name is Indo. Dolly on the disco, you didn't know.
Microbes, tiny and small. Living in the soil, they're the key to it all. Breaking down the matter, making nutrients flow. In the garden, they're the stars of the show. Treat 'em right, keep 'em strong. For the sticker.
All right, now that I feel like it's fully blended and it's starting to boil a little bit, I'm gonna go ahead and give a fresh little mix to the isolate mix, and I'm gonna go ahead and dump it in.
Michael's in the garden, working day and night, making soil healthy with all of their might. Beneficial bodies in my soil, they're smart. In my garden's ecosystem, they keep it alive. Bacteria, fungi, and archaea too.
All right, at this point, you could just try and pour it into a mold, but I do find if you're quick enough, it's easier to pour it into some sort of a dish that is made to pour. That way you can get a more fine pour into the mold and not make such a mess.
Breaking down the waste, creating enzymes, making magic happen in real time. Now let's talk results. The buds are prime, shiny, sticky, sparkly, smelling divine. Terpenes dancing, trichomes cloudy, the microbe standing there proudly. Michael's in the garden, working day and night, making soil healthy with all of their might. Beneficial bodies in my soil, they smart. In my garden's ecosystem, they keep it alive. Give it up for the microbes, our tiny champions.
Gotta be quick, but here we go. Here goes nothing. It's gonna start cooling off pretty quick at this point, so you do have to be kind of quick. And of course, I wasn't ready and I didn't have my mold out, so learn from my mistakes. Here we go. Get the camera, everything in the right place. Here we go. Let's see how I do.
Making it grow in the slow lane. It's the living slow show. You and me living green, do it for the worm king. I don't want no chemicals. Give me them worms for my roots and my shoots. I don't want no chemicals. Keep my dirt clean. No, I give you the boo. We on a mission, keeping it clean. I need the system, living soil dreams. You want synthetics? No way, we don't play. Worms and microbes every day, yeah, way. Got the harmonies, now my grass is fed. Beneficial bodies, yeah, we keeping them fed. Healthy roots and shoots, stanky delight. Through the soul, root wise, we listen just right. I don't want no chemicals, give me them words for my roots and my shoots. Leftovers, flow. It's like rich dirt, making it grow. In the slow lane, it's the living slow show. You and me living green, do it for the worm king. I don't want no chemicals, give me them worms for my roots and my shoots. I don't want no chemicals, keep my dirt clean. No, I give you the boo. I don't want no.
All right, and somehow we managed to end up with 64 gummies right on the dot. I'm gonna go ahead and take a spatula and kind of even things out a little bit because I'm a little bit OCD, but that's not really necessary.
I could take a nap. Beneficial bodies, yeah, we keeping them fed. Organic matter, it's alive and then it's dead. Living green dreams for me and you. In my garden, it's a living soil crew.
Final step, we're gonna go ahead and grab a cookie sheet. We're gonna toss these in the refrigerator for about 24 hours to let them set. And then after that, I just eat them. If you want to, you can add some sugar, some powdered sugar, or you can even add some sour sugar coating on there to give it a little extra flavor, a little extra texture. I do like a sour gummy.
Way to go, sipping goodies from below, making stanky low, in the world strong.
That's how we do Whirlpool Magic, living soil crew, yeah. In the snow lane, we grow it slow and right. In those magic touch, making stank delight. Living soil wisdom, in root whiles we rise. Our cherries got a hand, watch our plants rise. In those flowing strong, stankin' stank out in the snow lane. There's no doubt. Oh man, brain dreams, they just light. Together we shine in this LED light. From seed to stone, we show our plans to you. Worms in the soil, making magic with they whirlpool. Plants sipping goodies from the roots down below. Living soil style, yeah, that's my homie Dendo. In those flowing strong, stank out in the snow lane. Slow down to living dreams. Nature light, together we shine in this deep light. Wise growing is the path we choose. Sipping from below, our plants can't lose. Even though we follow living soil is true. Whirlpool magic is not just to do.